When John and Christy came to us, they understood the risks, but in John's case, it was a matter of life and death.
People think we're giving each other the thumbs up in this picture, but what that really means is it's our best friend sign. And sometimes we do that just to, I don't know, have a moment that people don't know, what we're saying to each other, but that's what we were saying to each other is like, we've got this best friend, we got this, so. We're the Wards, and this is our story.
So in late 2015, I was getting sicker and sicker. Eventually, it was determined I had kidney failure. It was a complete shock. My entire life, I had been totally healthy, very athletic. So dialysis was for 2 years, and I had to do it 3 times a week for 3 hours. And I was
That was the worst.
Yeah, that was tough. And we knew that we needed a transplant. And the first thing you think is, oh no, I hope I don't die. And the second thing you think is, how in the world am I gonna get this? And it's so overwhelming that you can't imagine asking another person to do this for you.
Family had registered, some friends had registered, but I think it was most appropriate for me to do it, and it was a miracle that I was a match. The question was whether they were going to think of him as a good candidate for a transplant. And they said, sometimes you have to push forward. You have to take what could be a risk. I guess push medicine forward.
We do try to take on the most advanced cases, the most complicated cases, cases that are sometimes declined at other hospitals, but we're willing to take those on.
When it came time for me to go up for my pre-surgical consultation with the surgeon, Dr. Kim, I was pretty nervous. And he came in, he put me at ease immediately.
I was much more worried about her than me. And the surgical staff just did a great job of kind of taking those worries away. They did an amazing job.
Mm-hmm. John and Christy were a special case. The doctors were able to collaborate through various specialties and come up with a plan for him and, take that chance, see if it's possible. Is there studies being done? Is there research being done? Is there something new out there? And that's what happened in their case. We're looking towards the future. It's not just what's been done in the past. We're looking at what can be done.
They put you under for the transplant. I blinked my eye in the operating room. I opened my eye, and next thing I know, I feel amazing.
Immediately, that kidney starts working and taking that toxic substance out of his body, and I could see in his eyes how good he felt.
Unfortunately, I've had to spend a lot of time in a lot of different hospitals, and the one thing about Keck Hospital that I find unique being a patient is it's just a team atmosphere, it's a can-do atmosphere, and it's a no problem, it's too big atmosphere. And they did such a good job psychologically with that team spirit of, don't worry about it, we're gonna fight on, everything's gonna be all right, we've got this. There's another side to this tunnel. And that meant the world to me.
I consider the Wards a success story. John has been living with his kidney transplant for over 3 years now. He's been able to, play with his kids, and Christy's recovered. To see them be able to interact and be able to travel and be able to live their life, I think makes that a success.
It was important that we go to an academic research university who was willing to push the envelope to take on what was really a more complicated case.
Exactly.
And part of why that's important is philanthropy is behind that. So the research comes from those gifts that people provide. Not everyone can give a kidney, but people can make a gift to support this program. And people can support the research that goes on. The research that's happened in John's case will benefit other people as well. Those things might end up saving someone and really giving them a new start on their life.
To anybody who's in those shoes who hasn't had the transplant yet, I understand how you feel. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be overwhelmed. I was all of those things. Take that chance. Have that difficult conversation. It will be worth it, and you will be surprised. There are a lot of people out there who love you, who care about you, and who just care about humanity in general, who don't even know you, who want to save your life.
For people who are considering donation, go and explore it. You know, talk to the team. It's all confidential. See if you can give this gift of life. It may not be for your family, but it's for some person who needs a new start.
Life is completely different after that. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that going to Keck saved my life.
For our family and for our kids, it was everything. They needed their dad.